After avoiding any need for hospitalization for 25 years, the odds caught up with me a few years ago when I took a fall that broke my kneecap. When I was barely off the crutches after reconstructive knee surgery, my appendix went bad, and I was back in a hospital bed. Any nonchalance I had about the quality and cost of health care disappeared in short order. These days, the debate over Obamacare, Medicare, and the general future of health care in America leaves many of us nursing a headache or an acid stomach. May I prescribe the following story about one Dr. O. Phelps Brown, a mid-1800s Jersey City herbal medicine practitioner, as a temporary diversionary curative. Oliver Phelps Brown was born in 1824 in Vermont, according to the 1860 U.S. Census. At the time the census was taken, Brown was recorded as a resident of the First Ward in Jersey City, living and operating his medical enterprise on Grant Street. He told the census taker that his occupation was patent medicine and that he owned real estate valued at $18,000 and personal property valued at $3,000. Brown was obviously very well off. The story of how that came to be is the tale of a very clever con man selling snake oil and false hopes. Starting in the mid-1850s, first in the Boston area and later in New York and Jersey City, newspapers carried ads for a new miracle cure for consumption, asthma, bronchitis, and other debilitating conditions of the lungs, stomach, and nerves. Marketed by a Dr. H. James and called the Retired Physician's Remedy, advertising stated that the tonic was discovered by the good doctor in Calcutta in a desperate response to his own daughter's life-threatening illness. It was sold as an East Indian preparation containing extract of cannabis for the price of $2 per bottle and available from Dr. James at 19 Grand Street in Jersey City. By 1858, these same advertisements, including heartfelt user testimonials, directed that payment be sent to O.P. Brown, proprietor of Dr. H. James Remedies, at the same address. And it wasn't long before Oliver P. Brown took on the title of doctor for himself. While Dr. Brown's enterprise was quickly making him a wealthy man, not everyone was taken in. The New York Leader newspaper published an expose of what it characterized as Brown's medical schemes. According to that paper, Dr. H. James never existed and was an invention of Oliver P. Brown, a failed New England printer who hired an old Jersey City man named Kuiper to play the part of James when needed. As proof of the accusation, the article included the transcript of a letter from then Jersey City Mayor Samuel Westcott, stating that there is no such person as old Dr. James residing in our city, but an old man is employed to impersonate him, and the whole matter is understood here as an imposition. The expose went on to say that Brown traveled in petticoats, too, advertising the sale of the milk of roses and extract of elder blossoms under the pseudonym Madame Julie Melville. This fine product, also $2 a bottle, proved to be composed of magnesia and alcohol without even a trace of the promised botanical bombs. Brown's misdirected, enterprising creativity also took the form of one Dr. Tracy Delorme, who offered a remedy for fever, fits, agues, and dyspepsia, discovered by a young girl in a trance-like state. Despite the efforts of several newspapers around the country that picked up and republished the New York Leader's scathing rebuke of Brown as a charlatan, preying on the invalid and ignorant, and an unprincipled concoctor akin to a pickpocket or highwayman, the cash continued to roll in. Estimates of his resulting fortune ranged as high as $30,000 and more. Brown would go on to publish a 400-page book in 1867 in Jersey City titled The Complete Herbalist, and he also published his own yearly almanac for many years, maintaining a veneer of respectability despite the accusations against him. Brown died in Connecticut in November 1878 at age 53, just weeks after a Hudson County newspaper carried an ad offering his elegant and commodious house at 48 Grand Street for rent during his planned extended visit to Europe. A Michigan newspaper noted his death, stating that the retired physician was one O. Phelps Brown, a tramp printer who hit upon a clever advertising dodge and amassed a fortune, the moral of his life being that it paid to advertise. As for that miracle cure of his derived from cannabis extract, it was said to contain no marijuana and was instead a mix of licorice, slippery elm, and honey.